Jusqu'ici, tout va bien. Jusqu'ici, tout va bien. C'est pas la chute. C'est pas ça. Jusqu'ici, tout va bien.
I hear voices.
Hey,
Hey,
Steve.
we got people. Hey, hey.
Steve, do you have a PayPal that you can put in the chat box?
Do I have a what?
PayPal that you can put in the chat box?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've got that set up. I didn't hit enter. Ta-da.
Thank you.
Got a contact info. All that stuff is in there.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We're going to try this out with my furry buddy Sam in his kennel, and hopefully he'll just be mellow. Sometimes he objects to his kennel and starts making noise. We'll find out, though. Any of y'all that have attended my teacher training, our practice sessions, you know that I don't generally start right on time. I found that everybody's watch is a little different, so we're going to give this a few minutes yet.
How you doing, Stephen?
Hey, Vance, superhero, how are you doing, buddy? I'm glad you're here.
I'm doing good. I'm only gonna be here for a little while. I got to do a deal at 3 with Mike Turnpenny, but I wanted to check you out. I love the mandala in the back.
I'm glad you're here, man. Been a while.
How you been?
Hello.
How you been, man?
I'm doing all right, brother. This is
Hey, Steve.
an interesting. This is where the final countdown, the meltdown happened a year ago. So there are days where my heart is heavy, but that's why I do this wonderful practice I've been blessed with.
It's awesome, man.
So you'll probably hear me repeat this a few times before we get started. This is a blindfolded practice. We're looking to let go, surrender. We're going to take away our eyesight to assist us with that. Now, like everything that I offer in a practice, that's a suggestion. It's optional. You can do this with your eyes closed. It gives you a little more control. You can open your eyes whenever you want. Or you don't have to shut your eyes at all. You can be like, you know what, Steve, pound sand. I don't like to be without my sight, and I'm not doing that. And that's okay. You got that option too. It's however you want to roll. But I would encourage you to try the blindfolded thing. I've been playing with this for quite a while now, and man, there's positive benefits, impact it has on my intuition. But it is challenging. And it can be a little funky. But again, everybody's got their own thing, different backstories, different histories, different things. And some of this stuff that I offer, well, it's not going to resonate with everybody. So you need to. You might want to have some kind of knee padding. Our knees will be on the mat a number of times. Any kind of props, extras you like to use. Handy. Amy, you made it, and it doesn't look like you're outside. That's cool. He's here. Awesome. Roger that, Nikki.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you. Trace más minutes. Just a few more minutes. We'll get started. You know, some of y'all have been to a number of the practices I shared before, and this is probably going to be a little different. A lot of times we end up going 70, 80, 90 minutes without realizing it. I don't know that that'll happen today. Maybe it will. You know, some of the times we do some very, very physically challenging, dynamic techniques, a lot of sweat. And while some of this will be physically challenging, we're not doing some kind of hot vinyasa. It'll be a little different in that manner as well. Be different challenge. Go to one of those places that sometimes we don't really like to go. At the end. All right. So I generally like to guide a practice with verbal cues only, but I'm finding on Zoom, especially for recording and sharing down the road, that's not ideal. So I will be practicing and flowing along with you. We'll all get a taste of this together. It'll be pretty sweet. Does everybody hear my voice clearly?
I hear it.
All right. Right. Groovy. Normally I would ask that everybody have their cameras on so that I can kind of have eyes on and be of best service, but I'm going to be blindfolded, so it really don't matter if your camera is off or on. I will mute all of us out here quite shortly. All right, we're at 2:35, so we'll go ahead and get going. I'm going to mute everybody out. You will have the liberty to unmute yourself as needed. Again, I'm going to be blindfolded, so if you're waving your hand and signaling me, doing international choke symbol, I'm not going to know. So you may have to unmute and say, "Hey, Steve." All right. Yeah. Okay, you are now muted. Once again, we had a few more show on. I'm hoping everybody can hear me clearly. And do things a little different today. I'm not going to be playing music. Really don't want to add to any sort of external stimulation. We're looking to go within. So, Blindfold, again, is optional. You can do this eyes closed rather than blindfolded, or you can do none of the above. It's up to you. What we're looking at here in this practice are two concepts in the 8 limbs of yoga, 8 limbs of Ashtanga. We have yamas, we have niyamas. One of those yamas is Aparigraha. Commonly, that's translated or referred to as non-hoarding. And yeah, that's what it means, but we can go deeper. Go deeper into this non-hoarding, this non-grasping, not non-holding, attaching, rather letting go. Not easy. In the niyamas, we have what is called Ishvarra Pranidhana. And that translates to surrendering to a higher power. I want to look at that surrendering aspect. Going by the guidance of something higher than ourselves and listening through this wonderful thing we're given called intuition. And it requires tuning out all the noise and being in chaos noise, but tuning out of that and listening to that real quiet voice that's inside of all of us, that intuition. So how do we do this? How do we tap into these things? You know, our ego can sometimes tell us that surrender, letting go, that's weakness. That's just not true. It's one of the greatest strengths that I've found, in my opinion. And a way to develop these in our asana practice is to eliminate the sight, take away vision. Without our eyes, we have to look inside for balance. We have to feel our body, pay attention to our breath, and be aware. And when we take away our eyes, we're letting go of some of the control, right? So let's go ahead and, if you have elected to use a bandana, now is the time to apply it. If you're going eyes shut, well, go ahead and close your eyes. Once you have your eyes out of the picture, hopefully you're already on your mat. Get on into a child's pose. Some of y'all know that as safety zone, just going from a tabletop. Push your sit bones back to your heels. Reach your arms out in front. Just drop your forehead down. Start looking at your breath. Yoga can be a physical practice. We can bring a little concentration, maybe a touch of meditation. And our physical practice begins to become what's called yoga asana. You start to develop muscles like humility, patience, tolerance, acceptance, love. Just take a moment to look at nothing but your breath. Concentrate on it. Bring the air in through your nose all the way to the bottom of your lungs. Releasing your breath, every bit of it. Bring your lips together without teeth touching. And if that works for you, just move air through your nostrils. And that's a suggestion, like everything I offered today. Suggestion. If I suggest a position that doesn't work for you, well, adjust, modify, adapt, or maybe just completely back away from it. That's okay. Your air moves smooth, breath smooth, slender, long. Watch breath go from the bottom of your lungs, sides of your ribs, all the way up to your collarbones, yeah. Then you release it in the same manner, effortless. When the mind wanders, bring it right back to this sweet, steady breathing. Just use your fingertips as you breathe. Walk around your mat with your fingertips a little bit and just find the edges, kind of get it oriented and have an understanding of the perimeter of your mat space. Start to see with your fingertips, with your touch, your sensation. Now with your arms a little long, palms just sweetly pressing into the mat. Tuck your toes under. Straighten your legs, lifting your knees. Your butt goes up, your head goes down to a down dog, our first active pose of this practice. Maybe knees are a little bent, that's okay. Maybe heels are a little lifted, but again, that's okay. It really doesn't matter how it looks, just how it feels. Let your head hang low, the back of your neck is soft. Perhaps bend one knee at a time. Perhaps let your hips come into it. Oh, just something sweet, sensual, something you can feel. Always coming back to your long, slender breath. Inhale, bring your shoulders over your wrists, hips lower to the height of your shoulders. We call this upper push-up position or plank. Maybe knees are up, maybe knees are down. It's okay. It's kind of what you're needing here. If your knees are up, engage your thighs. Press into your mat. Your chest is concave and your upper back is convex. Hips, same height as shoulders. Belly strong. Take a breath there. Exhaling, lower your knees, but keep them back so we lower to like a kneeling plank. Release the top of your feet to the mat. And just drop your hips down. It's kind of like a cobra, kind of like an up dog. Lengthening the front of your body, bending the back of your body, and just breathing. Shoulder blades rolling back and gliding. Go ahead and tuck your toes back under. Inhale back to your plank, engaging again, chest, shoulders, torso, yeah. Take another nice breath here. Exhale into down dog. Hips go up, head goes low, breath stays steady, smooth, and slow. Inhale, come to your plank. Exhale, keep your toes tucked under. Lower your knees to that kneeling plank again. Keep your toes tucked under this time. Inhaling, bend your elbows and touch your chin to the mat. No nipples, just chin. Exhale, straighten your arms. Just a kneeling push-up, right? Straighten your legs back to plank if you choose. Take a breath. Exhale to down dog. Oh, yeah, that's kind of nice feeling here. What is getting warm? What is lengthening? Oh, inhale to a plank. Exhale, lower your knees, release your feet, drop your hips, and let your back bend. Inhale, come back to your plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe. Inhale, shoulders up over wrists, hips shoulder height for plank. Keeping toes tucked under. Exhale, lower your knees to that kneeling plank. Inhale, bend your elbows. Touch your chin, not your nipples, to the mat. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend your elbows, touch the chin. Exhale, press. We're going to do one more, but you can skip it if you want. Inhale, bend those elbows. Exhale as you press. Straighten your legs, lifting your knees to plank. Take a breath. Exhale to down dog. Now maybe just a couple inches at a time, slowly, slowly. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Maybe you inhale on the left hand, exhale on the right hand. Take your time, there really ain't no hurries. And at some point, your hands are going to come almost maybe all the way to your feet, and you're in a forward fold, chest kissing thighs. Drop your head. Interlace your fingers behind your back. And as you inhale, straighten your elbows. Exhale, just let your arms wrap up and over. I just kind of thought maybe stretching our shoulders here would be nice after that gentle upper body stuff, right? Breathe. Release the bind of your hands, put them on your hips. Come to a flat back, spine long, parallel to the planet. Inhale, bring your shoulders up over your hips. Whoa. Exhale, bring your hands off your hips, just lay them down at your sides. Feeling with your feet. No hurries, no worries. Just walk towards the front of your mat. Come on up to the front of your mat, step by step. And when the toes feel the front of your mat, just come back a little ways. Maybe a few inches, it's all guesswork. We got no eyes. Breathe. Standing tall, pushing through the big toe, little toe, heel. Roll your shoulder blades into your back pockets. Find distance from your tailbone to the crown of your skull. Rotate your palms forward. We call it mountain pose, Tadasana. On a nice big inhale, swoop your arms out wide and up, reaching up high, reaching through ribs, shoulders, triceps, lengthening. Exhale, big swan dive. Fold your body forward, chest coming to your thighs. little bend in the knees if you feel necessary. Keeping your hands low. Inhale, point your face forward, lengthen your spine. We're half lifting here. Exhale, put your palms on the mat. You can walk or hop your feet to plank. Follow your exhale all the way down to the mat. Flat like a pancake. Release the tops of your feet. Hands stay where they're at. Inhale. Straighten your arms, but keep your thighs against the mat. Our first actual real cobra. Take about 3 breaths. See if you can feel that curve in one of the most challenging places to reach. In the middle of your spine. Let it bend. One more breath. Exhale. Bring your chest and chin to the mat. Tuck your toes. Press the plank into downward facing dog. Feel. Breathe. Letting go. Releasing. Just breathing and feeling. Press into your left foot, your left heel, and as you inhale, bring your right leg way up behind you, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend your right knee like you're going to put your right foot on your left glute. Open your right hip over your left hip. Notice, lift your knee. Where do you feel that? Pelvic floor, groin? Inhale, raise your right leg up again. Lower your right hip even with your left hip and feel your left hamstring. Exhale now, crunch your right knee to your left elbow. Inhale, take it right back up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. A little bit of strength. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Just hold it there for a minute. Flirt with whatever the heck muscle that is holding our knee there. What is it? Just breathe. Inhale, take your right leg up high. Now exhale, step your right foot up towards your hands. Maybe it goes between them. Maybe you got to give it a little help. That's cool. Now, press into your left hand, lean into it. On a big inhale, open your right hand up to the sky. The heart is touching your inner right thigh. Breathe. Inhale, opening. Exhale, releasing. One more breath here. Exhale, bring your right nipple to your right thigh and open your arms wide like wings. Now, a little balance here, right? At this point, it may be of your best interest to lower your left knee. You can do that if you like. Inhale, bring your shoulders up over your hips. Reach your hands up high, crescent pose. If your knee is down, maybe you want to lift it for a moment and feel. Take another breath. Exhale, palms together at your heart. Perhaps lower your left knee. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bring your left elbow outside of your right thigh and just twist. Heart is pointing to the right side of the room. And here we go, a little challenge, like throwing a twist at us. We just breathe, we feel for balance. If your left knee is down, perhaps you want to straighten your left leg and bring it off and feel what that's like. Now here we go. Little challenge to breath and calmness and strength. Knee up or knee down. Inhale, come right back to crescent pose, arms high. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat in a runner's lunge. Woo. Lower your left knee. Try to keep your right foot right where it's at and just straighten your right leg, bringing your left hip back over your left knee. Right leg is straight. It's a half split. And then instead of walking our hands back, let's walk them forward. Hello, hamstring, right? Squaring left hip forward, right hip back. Flex your right thigh and feel your right hamstring. Maybe you want to take your left hand, grab your inner right foot, pull your toes back. And if you have the flexibility, it's entirely cool to put both elbows on the mat and use both hands on your right foot. It's up to you. Now let's bring both hands back to the mat. Bending our right knee, bringing it way forward. Bring it so far forward that your left thigh is coming towards the mat, almost like it's going to touch the mat, right? Lean into your left hand. Bend your left knee, bring it towards your glutes. Reach back with your right hand. Take a hold of your left ankle, your left foot, either one. Just start pulling your heel towards your glutes. And then just a little rotation of your torso. Look up over your right shoulder. Just a little twist. Feel your upper left thigh, your right hip. Now simultaneously, movement to breath. Release your left foot. Bring your right hand to the ceiling. It's all on an inhale. Third twist, right? Exhale. Bring your right hand down to the mat, outside of your right foot. Keep the top of your left foot down. Left knee way back. Heel toe. Walk your right foot over to your left hand. We're going to pigeons, so drop your right knee down by your right hand. Stay up on top of your left knee or left thigh. Come on down, feeling deep down into your right hip. Just bring your elbows, your forearms down to the planet, right out in front somewhere there. Now I just walked you into the basic outline of a pigeon. You fine tune this by moving your right foot up towards your your left armpit or down towards your left hip. More sensation, less sensation, but please stay on top of your left thigh and breathe. Dropping your head lengthens your neck. Just walk your hands on back towards your right shin. Bringing your torso up. Tuck your left toes under. Straightening your left leg will lift your knee. Step your right foot back to plank position and breathe. Hips and shoulders are same height. Hands are pressing. Chest concave, upper back convex. Belly strong, like we're putting hip bones and rib bones together. Take a big breath. Exhale, bend your elbows and lower, slow, with strength, with control, steadiness. Release the tops of your feet. Inhale, bend your back, get you a cobra. Exhale, come on down, let your chest and chin kiss the mat, press the plank, right to down dog, ass up, head down, breathe. Ooh, feel something there. Strong pressing into your right foot. Inhale your left leg up, 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 up. Now exhale, bend your left knee, open your left hip up over your right hip. Flirt with this, feel. Where is this affecting? What part of my body am I feeling? An inhale straightens our left leg, our hips become even again, feeling our right hamstring. Exhale, bring your left knee to your right elbow. Inhale, back up to three-legged dog. Exhale again, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, sweep your leg up high. Uno mas asana, crunch your left knee to your right elbow and just hold it. Look inside. What is that muscle? What is holding my knee there? Breathe in, lift your leg to three-legged dog. Exhale, big step with your left foot up to your hand. Good. Leaning into your right hand. An inhale opens your left hand to the sky. Left shoulder over right shoulder. You can take your time. There's no hurry. Square your left hip back so your inner left thigh comes to your chest. Notice an inhale can twist you open more. Notice that we're negotiating twists and turns to steady breath, intuition, listening to the communication of sensation. Take another breath in. Exhale your left nipple over your left thigh. Open your arms wide. A little balance here. If you want to lower your right knee, you can. Inhale, bring your arms up, shoulders up, crescent pose. Maybe lift your right knee up, straighten your right leg. Maybe keep it down. It's cool. Take another breath and reach high. Exhale, palms together at your heart. Big breath in. Now exhale, bring your right elbow outside of your left thigh. Get a little twist. What happened there? Balance? Things shifted, things moved. Maybe things aren't going exactly the way we want, we expect. What do? We stay calm and we breathe, we feel it. We don't have to react to it. Maybe lift your right knee and flirt with that a little bit. We'll go test, strength and calm. Inhale, come back to crescent. It's okay to wobble, it's okay to fall. Exhale, bring your hands down. Lower your right knee if it's not already there. Just scooch the right knee back a little bit so you're starting to feel something in the top of your right thigh. Leaning into your right hand, bend your right knee. Reach back with your left hand. Let go. Bring your left hand back to the mat, outside of your left foot. Tuck your right toes under into the mat. Take a breath. Now exhale. Straighten your left leg, just bringing your hips back over your right knee. Walk your hands forward rather than backward. You can hang out right here, it's cool. Maybe you want to use your right hand to pull your left foot back. Maybe you want to put both elbows down and use both hands on your left foot. Draw your left hip back, right hip forward. Feel that. Where's that at? What's going on there? And what's that look like? Go ahead and bring your hands to the mat. Bend your left knee again, bringing it forward, 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 so your right leg is long. And again, we'll start leaning into our right hand. Bending your right knee, reach back with your left hand and take a hold of something. Ankle, shin, foot. Use your arm strength to just start drawing your right heel towards your glute. Angling, guiding your pelvis down and forward. Find your right psoas, your right hip flexion, top thigh, lower abdomen. And if you like, just rotate your head so that you're kind of looking up over your left shoulder. It's sweet, it's gentle, and yet still dynamic. On an inhale, simultaneously release your right foot, bring your left hand up to the ceiling. Third twist. Exhale, left hand down outside of your left foot. Remember now, heel toe, heel toe. We're walking our left foot over to our right hand, lowering our left knee down by our left hand. It's called pigeon. Staying up on top of our right thigh. Bringing your elbows, your forearms down in front of you. From here, you adjust this to your own personal degree. You bring your left foot up towards your right armpit, there's going to be more sensation. A little more habanero. You bring your left foot back towards your right hip. It's going to be a little sweeter, not so spicy. Stay up on top of your right thigh and just breathe. Breathe into that largest joint in your body, the hip. The place where so many of us carry things. Right now, you can give yourself permission to let go of whatever you got carried around. If it ain't serving, just let go. Let's walk our hands back towards our left shin. Let's bring our torso up. And notice you can get a little back bend here, right? Just a sweet little back bend, nothing crazy. Tucking your right toes under, straighten your right leg, lifting your right knee. Step your left foot back to plank. And you know, we're not here for a super long time, just long enough to feel it. So run your mind's eye over your body, from your heels to your sit bone, from your tailbone to your brainstem. The points of your shoulders, AC joints down to palm connecting the mat. Press a little strong, take a breath in. Now exhale and just slowly bend your elbows. Let your biceps brush your ribs as you come all the way down, flat to the mat. Hands staying put right where they're at. Release the top of your feet. Inhale, back bend into cobra. Couple breaths here. Feel your shoulder blades gliding down your back into your back pocket. Feel that strip of flesh from pubic bone to belly button lengthen. Feel that place in your spine below the shoulder blades, sweetly curving. It's just nice. One more breath. Look up. Exhale. Let your chest and chin kiss the mat to push the plank into down dog. Ho, ho, ho. Breathe. What are we feeling? Warm? Where are we finding grounding? What's lifting? Where are we centering? Take another breath. Exhale. Bring your knees to the mat like a tabletop. And just walk your knees together. Open your heels and ankles a little wider than hip distance. And just kind of listen up here. There's various stages of what's called hero, Virasana. You start to walk your hands back towards your knees as you lower your butt, bringing it down between heels and ankles. And maybe you stay leaning forward, hands just in front of your knees, most of your weight there. That might be enough. Plenty of sensation, front of your ankles and shins, knees and thighs. And if you want a little more, just continue to walk your hands back, shoulders coming up over your hips. Place your hands on your thighs. Maybe your butt settles down between your heels. Cool. Maybe some of us want a little more. Maybe you want to place your hands on the mat behind you. Maybe you wish to bend your elbows and come down to your forearms. If your knees start to lift, that just means to come back up a little bit. You just went a little further than you needed. And for the very, very few of you who find it appropriate, make your way all the way to your back. Reach your arms long, biceps to ears. And it doesn't mean anything. It's not about health or flexibility. It just means that kind of like some of us have longer noses, it doesn't mean we're healthier or stronger. It just means we have longer noses. Well, some of us have longer quads. We have to go a little deeper to get sensation. It's okay. It's 3. Now, going to your back was where you were at. It's time to start to come back up. We're going to bring our shoulders over our hips and continue walking our hands forward to a table position. And let's just check in where we're positioned in regards to our mat. Fingertips, can we feel the front edge of the mat? Or the side edges of the mat? So you're all right. You know exactly where you're at. It's all good. Go ahead and cross your shins behind you. Left shin over right calf. Cross them deeply. Walk your hands back. Bring your sit bones to the mat. Feet in front, knees bent, and just hug your knees into your torso. Drop your cheekbones to your knee bone. Now you just kind of feel all those cobras we did, all those planks. Feel the flesh on the backside of your body just lengthening. Unwrap your arms. Let your knees fall away from each other. Hands taking a hold of the outsides of your feet. And just draw your heels towards your groin to your personal degree. They call it butterfly, Baddha Konasana, cobbler, knee spread asana. It's just sitting here opening our legs and breathing. Take a moment to indulge what might be our only wide leg spread of the practice. Holding your feet, inhale. Lengthen your breastbone away from your pubic bone. Exhale, bend your elbows and kind of bring your chin out beyond your toe. Elbows contacting your inner thighs and assisting with the opening. It's personal. It's individual. And if you do not need your hands to maintain this position, let go, reach forward. Oh, lengthen through shoulders, upper back, drop your head, and there's your back of your neck. It's nice. I wonder if you feel what I feel when you roll your shoulders. Just kind of nice, right? Yeah. Just walk your hands back, shoulders coming up over your hips. Bring your hands outside of your knees and just use your arms to close your knees together. Place your hands on the mat back behind your hips. Oh, about 30 centimeters. That's 12 inches if you're in the United States. Maybe point your fingertips away from your butt. Maybe point them at the side walls. Bring your feet out about 12 inches from your glutes. And open them about 12 inches apart. And I know you don't got eyes, so you just kind of estimate it. Inhale, lay your head back somewhere comfortable. Now exhale, press into palms, press into feet. Lift your waist up. Like an upside down table. Let the head drop back and just breathe. Find length from tips of your knees to tops of your shoulders. Lifting your torso, lifting your hips. And for those of us who are wanting just a little bit more, feeling precocious, keep your hips and shoulders right where they're at. Reach your hands to the ceiling. Just kidding, don't do that. One more big breath. Exhale, lower your butt to the mat. Straighten your legs, point your toes towards the ceiling. Now just lift your hands out front, palms facing each other, hands about shoulder height, shoulder width. Toes pointing, heart lifting, and take a breath here. They call it both. Not asana. Oh my God, asana, just breathe. Big breath. Keep your legs where they're at. Knees bent is okay if needed. Place your hands on the mat. Back where they were, but this time fingers towards butt. Inhale, lift your legs a little higher, point your toes, lay your head back. Exhale, lower your straight legs to the mat. Push into your palms, lift your hips. You just upside down plank, let your head lay back. See if you can lift your hips to where the tips of your toes touch. Lifting hips, touching tips, and breathing. Here we go now. Inhale, lower your butt to the mat, reach your arms up high, feet separate about hips width. Exhale, just fold forward and grab onto something safe. Shins, ankles, toes. Keep pointing your heart forward. Now see if you can pull your toes back towards your knees for a little flexion. Our body is folded forward, so engage your strong stomach for some muscular contraction. Push the back of your knees into the mat for some strength action. Heart and gaze towards toes for spinal traction. Face, jaw, neck, soft. We call that relaxation. Probably the most important part. Breathe. Inhale, find a little more length in your spine. Now exhale, melt your chest into your thighs, drop your head, let go of your feet or ankles, and just melt here. Keep a little strength in your belly. protect your spine. Everything else is just melting like butter on a pancake. Just soft, nice, gentle. Breathing your way along. Just walk your hands along your legs, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Continue to roll your spine, come to your back, laying flat on your mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Now, continue to hug your right knee, but drop your left leg long and flat against the mat. Push your left heel away from your left hip one time and just release. Let the left leg melt. Open your right arm off to the side, maybe cactus arm, maybe wing. Use your left hand to just draw your right knee over to the left side of your mat, keeping your right shoulder a little low. Let long exhales bring you into the fourth twist of this practice. And if you wish, just point your nose off to the right side of the room. Again, hug that right knee, hug it into your chest. And then as you exhale, just release it and switch. Bring your left knee in, give it a hug. Nipple to thigh. What do you feel? Top of your hamstring where it meets your glutes? Push your right heel away from your right hip. Now let your right leg melt and just drop soft. Open your left arm like a wing or a cactus arm like those Arizona saguaros. Use your right hand to draw your left knee across your body over to the right side of the room. Let the pose enjoy its best friend. Long, deep exhale. And if you like, drop your nose off to the left side of the room. Bring your left knee back to your chest. Bring your right knee to your chest. Hug both of them in. Place your palms on the mat, somewhere next to your hips. Straighten your legs like you're going to put your heels on the ceiling. Just take a breath of air. As you exhale, bring your toes to the floor, but above your head. We call it plow. And please don't touch the toes all the way unless it feels right. We're just doing the complete reversal of all those cobras. Bend your elbows, place your palms at your kidneys. Just let your back press into your palms. One leg at a time, bring your heels to the ceiling. Just enjoy the royalty of inversion, shoulder stand. One leg at a time, back to plow. And place your palms against the mat again. Feel strength in palms, triceps. Take a breath. And as you exhale, use your core strength to flatten your back to the mat. One vertebrae at a time. Bend your knees now, hug them in nice and tight. Bring your cheekbones to your knee bone. Engage every muscle the divine gave you. Toe muscles, calf muscles, shin muscles, quads, hands, toilet muscles, belly. Pull your ears against your skull. Don't grit your teeth. Take a big breath in. Now kick everything out to Savasana. Let your body melt. Let it synthesize everything you just did. Now, take the tip of your thumb, just brush the tips of your fingers gently. the tip of your tongue. Just brush a little piece of skin behind your upper front teeth, a little bump, just tickle it with your tongue. Maybe wiggle your toes, roll your wrists and your ankle. Now, while you're on your back, bring your biceps to your ears and just reach your feet and hands away from each other on a big inhale. Reach long. Yeah, groovy. Now exhale and melt right where you're at. It's nice. You pick whichever side of your body you like. Roll to it for a moment. Connect. Left side is the yin side. Right side is the yang side. Place it against Mother Earth and breathe. Now just non-abrasively finding your way to a seated position. You can certainly remove your blindfold at this point. Come to a nice grounded seated position, whatever that is. Yeah. Place your palms together at your heart. If you like, you don't have to, it's optional. That's how it is, life. It throws twists and turns, vicissitudes, and they're often very painful, overwhelming. Take the high-level executive who she loses her job, loses all of that due to company downsizing. The alcoholic destroys his business, his family due to poor behaviors, poor choice. These vicissitudes, they don't have to be endings. They very often are beginnings and openings. If we're able to let go, to surrender to the flow, the Tao, whatever you identify with something greater. Breathe, not react. It's my prayer that each and every one of you will find that strength that we have inside of us that's found through stillness. As always, I offer you my love, my gratitude. Namaste. Y'all go ahead, y'all are unmuted. Welcome to chat, visit. I put my contact information in the chat. If you want to reach out and talk yoga, whatever, want to play with practices, transitions, anything. I'm pretty approachable. Don't let the bald head and tattoos fool you. If you wish to leave a donation, the PayPal link is there. You want to throw $1 or $2 in the basket. Mucho gratitude, but it is by no means required. Thank you all for hanging out with me, and that was a little bit different type of flow than I normally do. So it was cool. I'm really excited to share that experience with you. next Sunday, I'll be doing the same time. I'm thinking we'll do some yin, perhaps some vinyasa the week after. I don't know, just show up, because you never know. I mean, something's going to happen. It's probably not going to be the same as what happened the week before. Yeah, thank you so much for coming. Definitely appreciate you. Holy smokes, is that a dawn out there? Hey, hey. What y'all think of that blindfolded business? What about that?
I didn't use the blindfold, Steve, but I kept my eyes closed most of the practice, and it was wonderful. It was great.
Yeah. It's it can be tricky. You know, prayer twist lunge with no eyes. It's like, whoa, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, I found it a bit more difficult to balance, but a lot more, I guess, intuitive to find my balance, if that makes any sense. You know, before, yeah, like if I were to lose my balance, normally I might just put my hand down or put my foot down. But with this, it was kind of more trying to subtly manipulate the muscles. And that part was really, really fun, actually. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I loved how you got us into pigeon. I've never had an instructor cue that way. So that was cool.
Right.
Like, you know, gradually bring your left, you know, your left toes, left foot over to your right, and then have a slide in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Well, cool. I'm glad you dig it, man. That's you can you know, I'm here with a bunch of yoga teachers, so it's a treat. It's exciting. I thank you all for all of that. Hey, I'm gonna close this thing out because, well, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat. So thanks for hanging out with me, man. Mucho love, mucho gratitude.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe.
You too. Bye.
Adios.
Bye. Adios.
Bye.